KSC, presence. Experts say these 10 signs show that you are secretly suffering from an anxiety disorder. A whopping 40 million U.S. adults live with some sort of anxiety disorder, but not even half of those affected get any treatment for it. That's because many people fall into the high-functioning anxiety category, which means that although they suffer from symptoms like lack of sleep, they have never been officially diagnosed. And although from the outside, you might seem as though you have it all together, here is a list of signs which could mean that you are one of those suffering from an anxiety disorder in silence. 10. You feel restless. Anxiety has the power to make you feel fidgety, to the point where you find it difficult to relax. Sitting down to watch TV or reading a book might not come easily to you, because your mind is racing through all of the other things that you think you should be doing. Not only that, but feeling this on edge about your life can also make you extra jumpy and easily startled when the doorbell rings or somebody drops something nearby. It's all to do with the fact that your body constantly releases adrenaline in response to a perceived threat initiated by the disorder. 9. You are controlling because anxiety can make you feel as though you are losing control of your life, even when you're not. Many sufferers tend to try to regain order by being strict with themselves. This could mean that you choose to follow a specific diet or hardcore exercise regime, for example. 8. You are easily irritated. Anxiety can make a person feel restless and generally on edge. Therefore, it's no surprise that sufferers can get irritated very easily, even by something seemingly irrelevant. There's often so much going on in your mind already that a minor inconvenience or annoying comment from someone can send you into a spin. 8. You are easily irritated. Anxiety can make a person feel restless and generally on edge. Therefore, it's no surprise that sufferers can get irritated very easily, even by something seemingly irrelevant. There's often so much going on in your mind already that a minor inconvenience or annoying comment from someone can send you into a spin. While other people might be able to take a deep breath and move on, anxiety sufferers are bombarded with negative thoughts, and so they sometimes find it harder to let things wash over them. This might lead other people to think that you are overly grumpy or touchy. 7. You focus on perfectionism. From the outside, people might think that you are nailing life. You always meet your deadlines and seem totally on top of everything. But inside, the reality is that you're struggling. Anxiety can lead people to always want to be the best at everything that they do for fear of being a failure. Whether it's keeping your house spotless or always ironing your shirts perfectly, if you don't achieve the goals that you set for yourself, you will often end up feeling disappointed. Other people might tease you for wanting to have everything just so, but to you it's no laughing matter. Trying to be perfect at everything can have a very real and adverse effect on your everyday life. 6. You have tics or strange habits. If your mind is full of worry and racing thoughts, then sometimes this can manifest itself in a physical way. Some people start to develop habits that indicate when they are feeling anxious. For example, this might be chewing your lip, biting your nails, or scraping your cuticles to the point that they bleed. It's almost like feeling sick before a big exam or going bungee jumping. When stress is weighing you down, it can have a physical side effect. Your anxious tic may be subtle, but it's a way in which you subconsciously express uneasiness. 5. You have sleep problems. If your brain feels foggy with worrying about a million tasks, or concerns about what the following day might bring, then a good night's sleep probably isn't going to come easily. When you spend your whole day feeling wound up, on edge and worried, then it's hard to expect all those feelings to simply fade away when your head hits the pillow. The constant rush of anxiety-induced adrenaline, along with cortisol, another stress hormone, can keep you up all night long in the form of insomnia. What's more, research shows that it works both ways round. Anxiety can cause insomnia, but insomnia can trigger anxiety too. 4. You constantly doubt yourself. Your self-esteem can really suffer when you struggle with anxiety. That's because you might feel as though you're not quite on top of things, or you're letting others down by feeling so nervous. Not only that, but anxiety also fills your mind with negative thoughts about yourself. People with anxiety might feel as though their disorder is telling them degrading things about themselves. For example, the condition can make you believe that you are somehow not good enough, or that something bad is going to happen to you. In turn, you might find yourself leaning on others for a confirmation that what you are feeling is not right. 3. Your muscles feel tight. Just like anxiety can make people start developing new habits, such as nail biting and scab picking, it can also have a negative effect on your body as a whole. Although anxiety is fundamentally a mental illness, there's such a strong connection between the mind and the body that sufferers often feel physical symptoms too. People who suffer from acute anxiety often complain of experiencing various muscular aches and pains. If your muscles are tight and painful when you're feeling particularly on edge, then it's likely a demonstration of your agitated mental state. In short, it's your body's response to increased stress. 2. You worry a lot about letting people down. Some people with anxiety have nagging feelings that they're not quite good enough to deal with whatever life throws at them. Constantly questioning yourself can lead to decreased self-esteem, which will negatively affect the way in which you view yourself and your actions. This means that people with anxiety can sometimes get very worked up over how other people regard them. Sufferers can get so preoccupied with how others perceive them that they begin to overthink it. They might start to worry that they're doing enough for those closest to them, or even feel as though they're letting them down. 1. You make sure to keep busy. Living with anxiety can feel like a whirlwind. You might feel as though things are on top of you and there's just too much to get done before you'll feel in control again. This means that sufferers often make huge to-do lists in an attempt to visualize all of the things that they need to achieve. To others it might seem as though you are super organized, but in actual fact it's just a coping mechanism. Further to creating long lists of things to do, your anxiety might make you feel as though you can never say no to an invitation for fear of missing out, or not being a good friend. Anxiety can make you feel as though you have to do everything, attend every event, and have everything on your to-do list ticked off in order to be successful at life. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.